Hi, I'm Michael and this is California. And today we're going to be doing a stimulus check update for recipients of SSI, SSDI, and all the Social Security programs because we got new information from the SSA about payees and how they can receive stimulus checks and how that could affect what the time frame of getting your stimulus check. Additionally, we're going to talk about folks who are just getting SSI or SSDI starting in 2020 and how that could affect their ability to get their stimulus check. So if you like the information that we're putting out there, you find it interesting, you find it useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you can get updates when our newest and most informative videos become available. This week we received a clarification from the SSA about SSI and SSDI recipients about whether payees are able to receive the stimulus check on behalf of those recipients. And there's a lot of questions that we got in the comments below about whether that is possible, and the SSA came out today and said, yes, it is definitely possible that the payee is able to receive the stimulus check on behalf of those SSI, SSDI recipients. And it will in fact be paid out to them in the way that they normally receive their benefits. So whether that's direct express or direct deposit or on a paper check, whichever way that is, that stimulus check will get sent out to those payees on behalf of the SSI or SSDI recipient. Now, one situation that does come up is if the payee has changed recently. So if there was a previous payee who was supposed to acting on behalf of that recipient, and now there's a new one, there are situations where that stimulus check was actually sent to the old payee, to the previous payee, whether that's a lawyer or an organization or a family member who's representing that SSI recipient. So in those cases, those individuals who are receiving the payments on behalf of the SSI recipients are supposed to send the payments back, and that way a new paper check can be sent out to the current payee. But the point of that is that it's possible that this could be one of those reasons why someone hasn't received that $1,200 check yet, because it got sent to the wrong payee and now it's coming back for processing. So in that situation, you're going to have to basically just sit tight and wait for them to resend that payment out to you. But you may want to contact that previous payee and see if they actually did get a check on your behalf. Another point of clarification that we got was for folks who are just getting into SSI and SSDI starting in 2020. And there was a question about how they should be able to get their stimulus check if they're in the new programs, the SSI and SSDI, as of January 1st, 2020. And there's two categories of individuals who are in there. The first one is folks who filed their taxes in either 2018 or 2019. And in that case, the stimulus check is going to come to them in the same way that they filed their taxes. So whatever the bank account information they put on their taxes, that's where the stimulus check is going to go. And again, if that account is closed, then it'll go back to the IRS, and the IRS will issue a paper check to be sent out. The second type of individual would be someone who did not file taxes in 2018 or 2019, but became eligible for SSDI and SSI in 2020. And in that case, these individuals will have to use the non-filer tool on the IRS website to update their payment information if they want to get direct deposit. And while doing that, they can put whatever bank account they want, but they cannot put a bank account associated with Direct Express. So they can either use a non-Direct Express bank account information if they want to get direct deposit, or if they leave it blank, then they'll get a paper check sent out to them after all the information gets processed for individuals to receive their checks. So those are the updates that we got this week from the SSA regarding payees receiving stimulus checks for SSI or SSDI recipients, as well as information about folks who are just got into SSI or SSDI in 2020 and how they're going to receive their stimulus check. And so that's just a little something for everyone to think about in these times while we're waiting for our stimulus checks and trying to figure out why those things are coming out late. And my heart goes out to everyone who is in that situation, who's waiting for those stimulus checks to be able to pay the rent, to be able to pay for food, to be able to pay for the gas in their car. I totally understand that this is when folks need it most, and the IRS seems to have really dropped the ball. So I would recommend write your congressperson, write your senator, let them know how you feel, because it's definitely not okay. Now, if you like the information that we put out today, if you find it interesting, you find it helpful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, if you have a comment, you have a question, make sure you put it below. We'd love to see your comments. We'd love to see your questions and engage with us in any way. And if you have those things, we'll be happy to make a new video or make a new post to answer some of those questions as soon as we can. Also, here at California, we know health insurance. So health insurance is our main focus. So whether it is private health insurance or Covered California or Medicare or Medi-Cal or Medicaid or even health insurance for a small business, That is exactly what we do and what we know, especially for folks here in California. And in fact, if you are here in California and you utilize our help, there is no cost for any of our services. So I know that it can be sometimes frustrating and confusing where you're in a situation where maybe you're losing your health insurance through your work and you need to find new health insurance, or you're turning 65 and you're not really sure what kind of options for Medicare are available for you. Or maybe, again, you need to get that health insurance established for your small business. That is exactly what we know, and that is exactly what we do. So if you have questions about that, please feel free to reach out to us as well, and we'll be happy to help you through that whole process and review your options. So finally, my name is Michael, this is California, and I'm wishing you a happy, healthy day.